Donald Trump has managed to make millions of dollars off of the federal government, both when he was the president of the United States and, of course, after he left office, he continued making money from the United States federal government because, of course, he has Secret Service protection, and those Secret Service agents got to stay somewhere. They got to eat somewhere, and they're renting rooms at Mar-a-Lago. They're renting rooms at Bedminster. They're having 3 square meals a day in the Trump cafeteria where our tax dollars are being spent to protect Trump, and then he gets to pocket the rest because they're utilizing his properties. And that brings us to another viewer question. This one is from Vicki Schoolcraft 874, who asks, "Hey Farron, when will the government stop paying Trump organizations taxpayers' dollars for security services to stay at Trump's resorts? It's a law. Since they have now been found guilty of fraud, the government will not use taxpayers' money to them for services." I've asked this question several times and still no answers about it. Be careful, stay safe, and enjoy some time with your family. Well, thank you very much for that. The answer, when will the federal government stop paying this? The answer is never. It does not matter that he has been convicted of fraud because he was convicted of fraud in a civil trial, not a criminal trial. So still, right now, if you were to call Donald Trump a criminal, that would technically, by definition, be slander. You cannot say that because he has not been criminally convicted of fraud. That was just a civil trial. So there's a big distinction. Like, legally speaking, there is a massive distinction between the two. This is just about liability, not about criminality. So just to make that crystal clear, you cannot call Donald Trump a criminal because he has not been convicted of a crime. So I say that as somebody in the media because we can get sued. Like, if I were to say Trump is a criminal, he could sue me because it is technically not true, and I know it's not true. So just so everybody knows, that's the thing. The other part of it is, even if it were criminal convictions, because obviously he's got 91 felony charges coming against him, he doesn't lose Secret Service protection. There's nothing in the legislation that Barack Obama signed, and I had answered this question earlier in the week. It was like 2012 or 2013. But Obama signed legislation guaranteeing former presidents Secret Service protection for the rest of their lives. There's no caveats in there. It doesn't say, like, as long as you keep your nose clean and stay out of trouble. Like, nope. It just says, if you're a former president and you have a heartbeat, brain activity, you get Secret Service protection. So it doesn't matter. It won't matter. If he gets criminal convictions, he doesn't lose the Secret Service protection. But what a criminal conviction would do, of course, is stop the grift. Because if Donald Trump gets criminally convicted and sent to jail, the Secret Service has to go with him. You know, they're free to leave at the end of the day when they switch shifts, but they're not going to be staying at Trump resorts anymore. They're not going to be buying food in the Trump cafeteria, so our tax dollars will not continue to subsidize Donald Trump's lifestyle. So that would be the only way that taxpayers stop putting money in Trump's pocket through the Secret Service. Another possible way, actually related to the fraud trial in New York, is if Donald Trump is forced to liquidate all properties that he currently owns, that obviously would put an end to the Secret Service paying to stay at a Trump property until, of course, Trump just reincorporates in a different state, buys new property, and then we're back at it. So those are the only scenarios. Legally speaking, Trump's going to get that Secret Service protection for the rest of his life. And as long as he owns property that is run for a profit, we taxpayers will unfortunately continue to put money back in his pockets. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.